Hello guys and welcome to my channel. As you know guys, this is one of the video of the series of video that I'm doing here on my channel to create a drone for the aerial photography right from the scratch. In this video guys, I'm going to do a quick unboxing of this AKK A1918 5.8G long range VTX FPV transmitter, and also I'll be telling you guys what are the features and how to connect it to the flight controller. So guys, if you're new to assembling of the drone, ensure that you watch this video till the end so that you do not miss out on any important information or instructions that I have to share. Before we move further guys, if you're new to my channel and not yet subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and click that bell notification icon so that you get the notifications for all my new videos. Let's get started. Before we can start with the unboxing and see the features, let's see what is there on the top of the box. The box in which it came is really small. This is the cardboard box. As you can see, it has nothing more than the branding of AKK on the top and its logo. There is nothing more. So let's open the box and see inside. So once you first open the box, you see inside the box is your video transmitter itself. This is the first thing that you will see inside. As you can see, this is a Race Ranger series, so this is a long range video transmitter that you can use on the drone. We'll see the features of this video transmitter in a bit guys, so let's keep that aside. So let us see what else is there inside the box. Inside the box you see there is a foam covering in which it comes, so this prevents the video transmitter from any damage during the transportation. At the bottom of the box, once you remove the covering, you will see there is a jumper cable. This is a 6-pin micro jumper cable that it comes with, which is used for the connection here on the Race Ranger to your flight controller. The next thing that it comes here in with is your MMCX antenna cable. So this is your extender cable. It does not come with the actual antenna guys. You need to buy the video transmitter antenna. This is just an extension cable that is going to connect it to your video transmitter onto your drone frame, and then from there onwards you need to connect an actual antenna that you want to use. So this is what it comes in. And the last thing that is there inside the box is the long range VTX support SmartAudio US version user manual that it comes with. This tells you what are the bands supported, what are the product specifications, what are the frequency table, right, and some of the key features that I'm going to go through in this video guys. So this is the instruction manual that it came along with. So if you want, you can go through it. I'm going to tell you guys in detail what are the features and specifications of this video transmitter right here on this video guys. So there is nothing more inside the box, so let us keep the box aside and see each of these components one by one and see features in details. So let's keep the box aside for now. So guys, before we go through the features and functions of this VTX transmitter guys, let us see what are the physical specifications and how does it look like. As you can see guys, this is a Race Ranger series made by AKK video transmitter for your FPV drones. This is a long range video transmitter which functions at 5.8G. As you can see guys, this is very sturdily built. As you know, this is going to be a long range receiver, so this is going to output a lot of power so as to be able to reach at larger distances, which is why it comes with loaded heat sinks. As you can see on the back side as well, it comes with a beefy heat sink which is attached on the back, which is not detachable. It stays fixed, and it is also covered with the heat sink right here on the top at the back side of your label that is there on the top, or the branding label that is there on the top. You can see the heatsink which is being installed on the top side of the video transmitter as well. So guys, these heat sinks are all non-removable and you cannot detach during the installation or service guys, so ensure that you do not tamper with the heat sinks which is attached on the top. The holes here on the mount guys are M.3 holes, so this cannot be fitted onto your M.2 stack if you have, so you need to find a place on your drone receiver which is compatible with this M.3 hole stack where you can install this video transmitter. As per the feature goes guys, it comes with a variable range of power supply that it can take. It ranges from 2S to 6S power battery that you can directly supply power to this VTX transmitter, and it also gives an output of 5 volt which you can use to directly connect it to the drone camera if you have. So guys, the 5 volt output that it can supply to the camera can deliver up to 500 milliampere maximum current that it can provide. So ensure that guys, the camera that you use here with this video transmitter is compatible with those voltage and current specifications. So also guys, as you can see here, this is your MMCX antenna output that is being connected to the antenna extension cable that came along with this. So this is the MMX pin that it came with. So this is the pin that is going to be attached onto this MMX antenna output, and then from here you can connect your main antenna onto this video transmitter. So guys, as I told you before, you need to purchase a separate antenna to be able to transmit the video signal from this video transmitter. This is just an extension cable that came along with this one. So here guys, as you can see, it has a 6-pin output. So it comes with a micro jumper connection. Here as you can see, it gives with the jumper connection cable as well that is going to be attached here onto this jumper connection. But for some reason guys, if the wire is too short for you guys, or if you do not have any longer jumper connection cable, you can also use the padded connection which you have here at the bottom. Let us go through the specifications of this padding or the jumper connection. So the first 2 pads are for your input power supply, which can take up to 6S voltage from your drone power supply. Next to is your 5-volt output, and the ground for your camera, which can supply 5-volt as a voltage and 500 milliampere as a current. So the second last connection is for your video input signal guys, that comes directly from the camera that you can attach. So this is where it takes in the video signal directly from the camera and then transmit it using the transmitter or the antenna that is attached to this video transmitter. And the last one is the SmartAudio port guys. This is very new and required feature for your video transmission guys, as using this SmartAudio signal you can either change the channel, band, or also the power transmission of this video transmitter. So guys, if you are flying with multiple people in the same place so that your video signal does not conflict with each other, you can easily control remotely the channel on which you are broadcasting your video signal onto your receiver so that it does not clashes with the other people that you are flying with guys. So also guys, there is a physical button here on the side which can be used for changing the band and the channel of the video transmitter. So that is also something really nice guys. But having the SmartAudio port here on the video transmitter makes it super easy for you to be able to change the channel right from the remote wirelessly of this video transmitters so that it does not clashes with anybody else. And also guys, since this is a long range video transmitter guys, as you know guys, this is also a variable power output or switchable power output of this video transmitter guys. So you can also remotely control the power which it is outputting. So higher the power, higher the range guys, and also higher draining the battery. So you can switch the power depending upon the range on which you are flying remotely using this smart port here on the video transmitter itself. It can transmit power up to 200 milliwatt, 400 milliwatt, 800 milliwatt, and 1000 milliwatt. So 1000 milliwatt is the maximum power that it can output from this video transmitter. This is the maximum range you can get it from this video transmitter guys. So guys, these are the pin details here on the video transmitter. One thing more that you have here on this video transmitter, you have a microphone right here on your video transmitter which will transmit the audio signal in addition to your video signal as well, which you can hear it remotely on your video receiver. So this is also something nice. Here you can see guys, there are LED rays which are being grouped into 3 sections. First 8 are the blue channels, the second 5 are the green channels, and the last 3 are the red channels. So here 8 blue LEDs signifies the channel on which you are broadcasting. The rest 5 green LED signifies the band on which you are transmitting, and the last 3 LEDs which are red LEDs, these are the power signals for this video transmitter. So these are the physical specifications and the features which are available here on this AKK Race Ranger video transmitter model number A1918. So guys, let us now see how do you connect this video transmitter onto your flight controller and camera, and check the connection and wiring diagram. So guys, here on the screen as you can see is the pin diagram of this AKK 1819 Race Ranger video transmitter. So this transmitter, as I told you guys, have 6 pins here for the connection and 1 antenna connection, as you can see here on the screen. First 2 pin is for the power input to power this Race Ranger video transmitter, which can take, as I told you before, 2S to 6S power supply which ranges from 7 volt to 28 volt input, and it has its corresponding ground. Any pin on the flight controller which is capable of providing this kind of power supply is good enough to power this video transmitter. So next to pin guys, here as you can see is the 5 volt output and the ground. This is normally used to power the camera, but here in my wiring diagram guys, I'm not going to connect it to any camera, but also guys, you can use this 5 volt output to power up any other peripherals which meets the current specification of this video transmitter output, which is 500 milliampere. As long as it works with 500 milliampere current, you can use this 5 volt output to connect it to any peripherals to power this up. So the third pin here, you can see the yellow one is the video input pin. That is how the video transmitter gets in the video signal, which is ultimately being transmitted by this antenna. So this is your video input signal guys, which normally either directly comes from your camera or you can also come directly from your flight controller if it has an on-screen display supported. So many of these flight controller this time guys has on-screen display which can display a lot of parameters and functions or information which is required during the flight right onto your video receiver's display. So guys, your flight controller normally has a video output that contains all those information merged as a video signal, which you can then transmit using this video input pin of your video transmitter. And the last pin here guys is your SmartAudio pin, which is used to control the band, channel, and also the power of this Race Ranger video transmitter. As you can see guys, here the last connection here is the antenna connection. This connection here is called MMCX connection, which is being used for connecting the antenna. This is your antenna extension cable that came along with this video transmitter, which converts into full-fledged antenna connection, which can later then be connected to any video output transmitter antenna which supports a band of 5.8 G. So these are the pin diagram for this video transmitter guys. Now let us quickly connect it to the flight controller. Here is my flight controller. As you know guys, I'm going to use this Medexis F765 WSC flight controller on my drone. So I'm going to tell you the wiring diagram on how to connect this video transmitter onto this flight controller, but you can use this connection detail as a general purpose information so that you can use this connection process to connect it to any other flight controller that you have. Here on my flight controller guys, I have a on-screen display, so it has a video output port here right on my flight controller guys, and it has a 2 input camera connection that can take the video feed in. So it is going to take the video feed in from C1 and C2 and mix it with on-screen display information and transmit it out using VTX, which now becomes as an input to my video transmitter. That is how I'm going to connect. And then it has a power supply very near to it as 9 volt supply and ground, which is within the range of my input voltage for powering up this video transmitter. So it becomes a logical choice to use these port guys. So the next port that I'm going to use for SmartAudio here is TX and RX1 pin. As I told you guys, SmartAudio is used for controlling the band, channel, and the power transmission of this video transmitter. So this pin on the video transmitter is the receiver pin, and then you have to transmit all these information from your flight controller. So you are going to use TX1 pin, which is your transmitter pin, to the receiving pin of this. So SmartAudio is by default a receiver pin, and then you connect it to the transmitter pin of your flight controller. Since you have used TX1 or UART1 of the flight controller, RX1 become unusable as long as it is not connected to the same peripheral. So as a thumb of rule guys, like you know before, any UART pin can be used to connect with any one peripheral only. As of now, since I have used TX1 for the SmartAudio, I will not be able to use this RX1 for any other purpose. So it becomes unusable, or it has no connection on my flight controller. So now let's directly connect the power supply onto this flight controller like this. Like I told you, the input power goes to 9 volt power supply onto my flight controller, and then the ground pin onto the ground pin of my flight controller. And then I'm going to connect the video signal, the yellow one, which is the video input of this video transmitter, onto the video output of my flight controller. And the last one, I'm going to connect this SmartAudio to TX1, which is your transmitter pin, and then I'm going to configure all of these pins inside my firmware or the OS of the flight controller that I'm going to install. So this is going to be in my future videos, guys. So ensure that, guys, you stay tuned to my channel so that you do not miss out on my future videos. So this is it, guys. This is how you connect your video transmitter to your flight controller. I hope you guys like this video. If you guys like this video, please do not forget to hit that like button. If you have any questions or comment, please leave them in the comment section below. I will try and answer as soon as possible. If you are new to my channel and not yet subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and click that bell notification icon so that you get the notifications for all my new videos. Thank you, guys. Thanks for watching, and clear skies.